Where's Luigi? He's right here. Luigi is chilling. Hello, Tiny Shin 15. Hello, Clay. Please wait. What am I waiting for? You forgot your costume? You didn't give it to me. What you want me to do? You will be right down? Alright, I'm wearing a costume today, I suppose. Hello, Clayman.
I'm not wearing my costume right now either. Ready to go?
I have to wear my costume?
Of course, it's Halloween!
Alright guys, 1 second, I'm putting on my costume.
Chat, I also made the hat that Case is about to wear, by the way. It took a very long time and it was kind of painful, but I think the results speak for themselves. They're a very nice hat. Oh. Be back in the chat.
I'm Link today. Hello, Sarah. Got a Luigi Luigi for no given reason. Can't wait for someone to mod Case into Smash Bros. Touch people and matches. Don't put me at Smash or Ultimate. Put me in like Brawl or Melee on 64. One of those three. I want nothing to do with all the Smash games after that. Unless they make a good one again. Yeah! What if for the entire rest of the stream I just... What? Hiya! Does Link wear his head over or below the ears? Let me see. Oh, here's the ears outside of his head. Got it. There we go. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Oops.
Bye-bye.
Today's mission, fish. I ended up making 5 fish that I thought were pretty enough. Some nice koi. In prison, this is my Link outfit. This is how Link dresses on his days off. Glub glub. Okay, so for the fish... Wait, where was the sound? Weird. Maybe because I turned the camera. So I'm thinking there's a level here or somewhere on the island that you unlock by running around this thing like 3 times within a short amount of time. The fish will swim around this to give you the hint. The question is, what's the animation for unlocking it? Now, the easiest thing to do would be if there was just a door here. I am dressed as Link, yes. This is my head. Hello, Kerfachten. The easiest thing would be to just make a door here that opens up, but we could also have like a pipe that comes out of the ground. I think I might actually prefer the pipe idea. But the pipe feels like it's not really part of the island. So maybe instead of both, there is a door here that opens up. I'm not aware of this concept art. By the way, over the past 2 days, I spent my entire day, every day, refactoring camera code. I removed around 2,000 lines of code from 4,000, so we're around half all the camera code, which is pretty good. It's pretty, what is it? This is the dojo for the old man Yoshi. I think the door here into the island might be the best. But it doesn't really make physical sense to do that, right? Wouldn't a door under the bridge here be better? Above the water drain looks like a cool area. That is the volcanic area. You can get here later after beating the second Bowser level. There's going to be a big bone dragon here. This is going to be the western level. Man, the overworld is so huge. I actually think this part could be shrunken a little bit. Yeah, I thought about it, and I think we will move the door to under the bridge. You're leaving, Sarah? How unfortunate. My favorite viewer is gone, and I'm all alone. Should we remove Luigi's torso tilting and make him stand out a bit more? No. I think removing the torso tilting would look bad. Luigi's now 40 years old, and the editor doesn't care about Luigi, only kids care about Luigi. True. I've heard complaints that people do not like when I listen to music on stream, or I've heard a single one complaint about that. Is this something other people feel as well? Or was that one isolated incident? Hello, Benjamin Savory. Wait, I already said hello to you, I feel. I feel like I already said hello to you. Are you double dipping on hellos? I think the music just sounded a bit loud when I listen to the VODs, drowning out your voice at times. Oh. Yeah. Ah, you just got here? Okay. You are good then. You have not double dipped, which wouldn't be a problem if you did. Streaming is fun sometimes. Okay, stress this link. It is Halloween. Everybody make a scene. Did you view us on streamboo.com? Remove the space? Cool. Okay, must be smarter. Well, okay. The question you're asking is hello? Okay, I'm back. Okay, I was gonna say, obviously, gamers will not figure out, based off of just the fact that there's a gate here that you have to walk around the temple. But also, obviously, we're not going to demand that players do that. There's going to be hints that you have to do that, such as the fish telling you to follow them and then swimming in circles. Hello, Velze. And there's also an old man here that gives you hints if you're ever stuck. So this should never be an issue. Basically, the solution is built into the game, the solution guide. Kind of like how it works in Twilight Princess, which I'm a big fan of. Wait, new Mr. Beast upload? New Mr. Beast upload. Mr. Beast in the cavern? What is Mr. Beast doing now? Oh my god, it's Mr. Beast.
Look at it! This looks like a screensaver. And this is our first time stepping foot on our brand new island. Now I know some of you might not believe that I bought this private island.
What do you have to do with Mr. Beast?
This document which proves I bought the island. No joke, I own it.
We are spending the next 7 days in this massive underground city.
What do you do with Mr. Beast? How do you get a star?
This city is built in...
Uh-oh. I think Mario did not like and subscribe.
You take your hands and keep them away from me.
Whoever keeps their hand on the longest wins. But if at any point they take their hand off, they're eliminated.
This is so demonic. Found a bunch of Mr. Beast chocolate in a grocery store on sale last week. Is it any good? Did you buy any? I'm like 5%, 15% interested in buying a Mr. Beast chocolate. If it was like a seventh of the price, I would probably try it. It was $2.97. For how much? 100 grams? That's fucking overpriced. Yeah, that's really bad. It's probably just average, but people like to hate on Mr. Beast, so they say it's really bad. So that's a Luigi gameplay earlier. Neat model. I like how it's look in your engine. Yeah, he is made after the Mario model in my engine. Pixel Palabra made them, actually. So he has the same art style as the Mario model. Hello, Speedy. I'm glad you like it. I only speak English in my streams, so we have to deal with that. Journalism is really bad these days with inflation, shrinkflation, skimflation. Cocoa content is down too. I don't mind the cocoa content going down. I'm actually even a fan of white chocolate. And I know some people really, really hate white chocolate, but I like it. A Yoshi's Immortal. Have you tried it? You won't know until you try. Let us know what you find out. Whoa. Why do my vertices not match up? What practice did you do to get better at coding, especially when it becomes video games? The thing is, I was just born being pretty good at coding. I didn't do any practice. I literally just plopped into the world and was able to code. Makes it hard to recommend any practice. I need an extra vertex here, just so the coordinates match exactly and we don't get a weird edge here. Do not make T intersections. I guess if you want to be good at programming, make sure your brain stays fresh. Maybe exercise a little bit. Eat healthy. Get a good understanding of math. Those are the types of things I would like. Programming is basically just a mix of knowledge and IQ, right? It is one of those activities where IQ scales very heavily with how good you're at the thing. So, and IQ you can influence by living a healthy life, stress-free life, having good nutrition in childhood, things like that. So, like, I would almost say that's what you have to do, other than, just get the knowledge. Have it to the best of us. Liking white chocolate. Has everyone coming along pretty well? Honestly, last time I saw anything Luigi did was that one video where you put Beta Luigi in split screen. Actually, have you seen Fluffy Luigi's Final Middle? I thought it looked neat. I thought I used it for the my first split screen. Maybe not. Okay, I think I like this. So we're gonna put a drainage thing in front of here, and then this is going to look like there's a secret path to this mansion that Marty is making. I have not planned a rideable Yoshi. As funny as that is. But there's still a chance there will be a Yoshi Star mission where you can ride a Yoshi. I wouldn't be against that. I just don't want it to be a big mechanic, I guess. So one cool thing when I was working on the cutscene refactors earlier is that I changed a lot of the systems to be more to how I like it. And I added a bunch of really useful helper functions. So if in the future we ever have to add cutscenes to the game, we'll have a really easy time with that. So we're probably retroactively adding a good bit of cutscenes to the game that just clean stuff up. There's Ultra 64 Mario Bros. And sadly it hasn't been updated in a while. The latest updated model has been pretty nice. It's added a lot more and proper color code support and everything. Oh. I remember Ultra Mario Bros. Oh my god, I don't want to say anything wrong. I need to confirm this 1 second. Who would have written me? Okay, I'm just gonna fucking say it, but don't take this as me being 100% certain of it, because I might be having the wrong guy. But I think what happened is that the guy making Ultra Mario Bros. Got like convicted of pedophilia or something. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm sorry if I'm completely wrong. I apologize in advance. But maybe it was that guy. I know one guy it happened to. Or, well, one guy did bad actions and got his comeuppance. And it might be the guy that was the lead developer behind Ultra 64 Mario Bros. So that's probably why you didn't see the model anymore. First, needs easier way of making cutscenes. It now has a really, really easy way. Look, I'm going to turn this into a jump table. So that's the one thing left. But you just define a cutscene here. You put a requested cutscene, like Mario State requested cutscene to like the start spawn, for example. And then right here, it's just a cutscene. Watch focus object, see? Very neat. Very simple functions. Can you tell me how did you set up Fast back in the days and just can't do it alone? You go to Blender and then add-ons and you press install from zip, I think, and then you double click Fast64. That was Pimp Luigi, he was making his own branch of it, the main guy was fine. Okay. So I was slightly wrong as a different guy. I thought Pimp Luigi was the main guy. But Pimp Luigi, back in the day, he actually paid me a good chunk of money so I would help the project. He had me clean up a lot of bugs. Kinda sad it went nowhere. What's up, Drain Gang? What's up, Drain Boy? How do you even make it rain? Dude, it's raining so much outside. I went with an umbrella and my pants were wet because the water in our yard is so high. Someone else is rewriting the split screen engine? That makes sense. The way I did split screen is a pretty dirty and very expensive hack. It's taking a while. Okay, it shouldn't be taking a while. Never mind, it doesn't make sense. It would take me like... Okay, fun fact. The first split screen was started and fully finished within a week. And that was my first time touching the Mario 64 decomp and my first time programming in C ever. So if you need any longer than that, I think that's a bit of a problem. I mean, okay, I guess I worked a lot in that week. 2 months. Okay, 2 months. 8 times as long as I did. Like, that's a realistic time frame. Professor Program and C wants to decomp? Yes. Going to Luigi to a game? He is already in the game. Bro, why is it so hard to find a decent texture? Maybe in fences. That's kind of fitting for how this is like all Yoshi. Not 190 IQ, it's just doing the thing. I generally think that for fan projects, the barrier is not skill or talent, usually it's laziness. There is a laziness epidemic in the modding scene. So many modders that don't do anything or just spend their entire time bike shedding. Bike shedding is when you spend all the time on an unimportant asset instead of tackling the big dooming problem, which is make all the content. And I get it. There's no one holding you accountable. There is a big giant task you don't want to do. Just you and the dream, and you just want the dream to be there, but you don't want to walk the way to the dream. There's pretty rust and has vertical space and single thing. The right the motion on spec showing us right. Didn't I already do that? I'm pretty sure this is what Pimp Luigi told like paid me to do back then. I think they paid me for around 40 hours of work, and in that work they made me add like both split screen and single player supports and like other things to support both split screen and single player. And I think maybe they made me add dialogues back, and I think they made me fix a bunch of bugs. Okay, when I did it, everything worked. Okay, I don't know. Then something's wrong. Something's wrong. You're being... I don't know. Something's going wrong. You know what? This should look more like the Mario 64 mode. You know what I mean? Like, that mode is so iconic. Let's see. Mario 64 mode door. Mode? You guys remember the Mario 64 mode? This. I think I want this look. Split screen multiplayer on the table for this? Yes, there's a good chance we will add it. Before I give my 100% final decision, I want to finish my complete refactor of the Mario 64 source code. While I'm doing this refactor, I'm already looking at making things split screen compatible. So once I'm done with that, I suspect it's going to be fairly straightforward to add split screen support. The hidden warps in the levels? Sometimes. You said many times that Through the Ages was a paid commission, but who's pays you to make a free act was released under your profile too? A very, very rich man. The guy generally has like hundreds of millions of dollars, and you know how like kings used to have their private artists that they commission to make like paintings of them, and then in the free time the artist can like fuck off and invent science and helicopters and all the other flying contraptions that Leonardo da Vinci made. It's kind of like that. I think this is a better texture for this, but I have to take the color out. Maybe make it like a darkish blue. Ugh. It doesn't look as iconic. I think actually this texture needs a different color. I don't get paid for this, no. The paid commission was something else. That was the Through the Ages egg. The one that had the Pokemon and that kind of stuff. But this hack, I only get paid what I make on YouTube, which is very little. Financially, this game is like a terrible idea. You see the surface multiplayer footage? No. What does accurate mean? Are you under the impression that when I made Mario 6 Spectre multiplayer, I tried to replicate something that Nintendo originally made? Because that is absolutely not true. I did not try that at all. I just made my own thing. I have never been in the beta recreation scene. The Ornithopter? Ornithopter? What's that? There's actually another ROMhack that guy paid me to do, and that's the Drug Mario game that I have yet to release because I can't find a YouTube sponsor for it. But I'm excited to release it because it's a fun game. I actually like it a lot. I'm actually a bit scared of looking at unfinished and beta content and leaks like that because of potential legal issues. Koopa Snacky? Oh, Yoshi Snacky, the drink. Yes, I remember. Part of Drug Mario. They able to fly by flapping like an insect. Interesting. It was some early brand from Mario Luigi on a red checkered plane. It's something kind of Mario no showed it off on Twitter. Oh. Is it real? Chat, is that real? Because, like, it's probably easier to fake it than to find lost footage. Okay, I love how that looks. That looks so mysterious. Now we just need to make it so that if you run around this like 10 times, the gate opens. 3 times, not 10. What is printing here? Do you have a old game that you play even though it's outdated, like Minecraft 6 for fun, even though 2 is free? I mean, I guess Smash Bros. Melee. I used to, or up until like 2 or 3 days ago, I played competitive Gen 3 Pokemon. I actually hit top 500, that's why I quit. I reached my goal and now it's just suffering. I guess that kind of counts. If only Psyche didn't exist. So because I got off Mario wooden posts, and is that why you run around it? Yes, exactly. That's exactly the lore. Good point. That's a fun lore though. I hadn't thought of that, but that's a good one. Players can make canon like that. Who's copying something massive into here? Holy shit. Especially the last time Stanley the Bugman would ever be seen in a Nintendo game. Sad times. Yeah, I miss Stanley the Bugman. Oh wait, you're talking about... Okay, I thought you were shitposting. Stanley the Bugman is real? Oh my god. Is this a song request? Seen it earlier? Oh. I did not see it earlier. They should remake Super... Or they should make a sequel to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That would be cool. I don't want a remake, I want a sequel. You're 1984 Donkey Kong Free for Arcade. Didn't get used again until Melee. Then he wasn't ever used again. That's crazy. Yeah, well, Luigi, because it's October. Because it's Halloween, not just October. Exactly. The Subspace Emissary sequel is what I want. Hello, Tiny Jim. Rambos go room to you as well. Bro is so tiny. Oh yeah, I posted this in the N64 Discord earlier. But look at it. We got basically perfect 60. Isn't that cool? I mean, it sometimes looks like it's 59, but I think it's 60. Without the FPS count, that would for sure be 60. 280. What was your part? They were like a solid 5% boost, I would say. What the fuck? How and when did I do that? We don't need a case 2. It sucks. But cutscene deactivate. Is that real? Because I've heard that he got upset that people were uploading trailers on YouTube before, but that sounded not real to me. Double out on those big middle heavy levels. Oh, I think they will. I was talking about just course 1, 5%. I think on other levels it might be like 10, 15, 20% even. Like especially in course 2 I have big hopes. I just haven't finished implementing them yet. Because I was working on other things. Guys, if I have never played Luigi's Mansion before, which one should I play? The original one. Are the others garbage? Dang, that's a bad sign. If everyone's like, oh, all the sequels suck, don't play the sequels. Yes, exactly about it. And I also want to support shapes like cuboids and cylinders, ideally. Different. Hello, I'm your cat too. They lost the atmosphere? Oh, that sucks. That's so expected actually. Of course they would lose the atmosphere. I could have predicted that. I should have said that right away. I would have looked like a magician. I'm not really interested in a game that's like just okay to play. I have a million options for that. I want unique experiences. Those are really refactoring scenario. Luigi's Mansion 1. Yeah. Does that not happen in Luigi's Mansion 2? Dang. I actually feel like I did play Luigi's Mansion 1 with a friend in like 2004, but I'm not 100% certain. I know back then when we were playing, my friend was always the one who had the controller. Referred it that way. Alright, let's see if this works. Did I export the level? I did not. Come on. I should split the overworld into more levels so this doesn't happen anymore. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. Interesting. Okay, so there's another print here that I need to kill. I think it's here. Uh-huh. We are Luigi for Halloween. This Luigi is scary. Okay. Something about this was very wrong. That would certainly do that. And the debug prints flicker like that because printing is 30 FPS and rendering is 60 FPS. So we only print every other frame. If I set the game into 30 FPS mode, it would disappear. Okay, something about the angular advancement is complete nonsense. What the hell? Oh. That would certainly do it. Any plans for final course? The final course is already finished. Still Blood still was wanting the island core, so you could add the core to the game's title screen. I'm not 100% certain on it yet. That's a cool fish. Okay. Okay, now we can spin. Good. One thing I don't like actually is that you cannot go backwards. That's a little bad. And I don't think we should be using this. We need an S32 variable. How about we define a new one? We do this. Okay, now we should be able to go backwards and forwards, and as soon as we hit a certain threshold, we can unlock the thing. Also, I want the angle progress to slowly reduce again. I'm aware this is the wrong, you know what I mean, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. Did you recall any plans on putting yourself on Mario character like you could be Oran? No. I did not plan on doing that. Missing the include. Alright, this should be equal to 3 turns around the thing. And then I should play a puzzle jingle and open the level. Although the opening cutscene is not there yet. There ought to be a Luigi's Mansion 64. There was a ramen called Luigi's Mansion 64. And it sucked ass. But like a full proper N64 remake of Luigi's Mansion would be so cool. We should like clone myself and then put my clone into like a torture chamber where they're only allowed to leave once they finish the full remake of Luigi's Mansion. Would you torture a clone of yourself, yes or no? Before you answer, think about this. Human rights is for snowflakes. Hey, it worked! Mostly. Check out Creepy 60 for best horror hack. I'll be honest, I never understood horror games. Never worked for me. Should play the Vapor OST from the Genesis? Maybe, but I'm fine with this. My next project? Yeah, sure, let me just throw like another 5 years at some random project. A DMake nonetheless. Do you guys have any idea how soul-crushing it is to work on a full DMake of a game? You cannot imagine. It's crazy. $50, $55? Maybe? You touch yourself, ergo there would be no discernible difference. Your clone would be forced to refactor your hacky code constantly. In case you are demaking, you mean? Sunshine and Odyssey? Yes. So I know from experience how absolutely soul-crushing it is to demake something. It is genuinely like the closest thing to torture that you're legally allowed to inflict on someone. Okay, well, there's actually more torturous things you could do, but it's up there. That is looking good. It's a pretty temporary and shitty area. It's gonna look a lot better in the end. Do not worry. Surely we don't need to see power section to idle. Right. Let's see how this works out. And Monty can return to the gym. Nice. I had a fucked up triceps too. Well, not as fucked up as you had. So I couldn't bench for a long time. I know the pain of not being able to go. Alright, let's try it. I definitely need to make the warp in that house smaller, because that warp is pissing me off. That's how I accidentally walked into it. After the third turn, we should get the cutscene. Let me make a save state here, so we have a better look. Okay, one more round, I think. Could be going better. Luigi's just getting a bra. For now, he is. Okay, first thing, we need to remove this. Second, I kinda want some sound here. Metal block push. Camera shake would be nice too. Now, why did the cutscene not end? Because I didn't set request end cutscene. There we go. He looks worse than Mario Party 1 Luigi. My Luigi? You think this is worse than Mario Party 1 Luigi? I don't know. I think I prefer this model. Suppose you could complain about the buttons. I forgot to make the thing smaller there. Also, I think I'm gonna reduce the threshold from 2800 to like 2200. Just to make this easier to pull off in 3 turns. And if someone manages to do it too, so be it. Okay, so that definitely worked. But I didn't see the gate. I didn't optimize anything here. Pixel Palabra made the model entirely by himself. I don't think there's anything wrong with the model though. It's going to be in that hole, another secret level. You're just trying to trick me, but you don't have any treats? No! I like treats. Oh my god, Zena made cookies today and they're so good. Okay, so it was invisible and not solid. Somehow. Well, this would be one reason that would be non-solid. Now, why is it invisible? This would be a reason it's invisible. What the hell? Where did my thing go? What the numbers on the bottom of the screen mean? They are debug numbers I was printing while programming this. The top number is how many angle units I rotated around the middle of the thing. And the bottom number is, or the top number is how much I did in this one frame. Yeah, so this is too big because you can accidentally walk into it. Or we could push this further in. Ah, but that would look stupid. I have to deal with this somehow. Will there be any other side levels other than the Singing Flower one? There's the Singing Flower one, and there's the Dark Mines, and then there's Marty's level here. So there's 3 side levels just in this one overworld part already. And if you want to count the 4 cap levels, that's already 7. In total, there's probably going to be around 15, 16 secret levels, but they're all going to be very small. Bronchacho, I'm a big dinosaur. That's a good one. I gotta keep that in mind. Bronchacho. Wait, no, you're saying Brochacho, and that's a dolphin. I thought you were posting a Brontosaurus hat and asking how you doing, Bronchacho. That would have been a lot better. The atomic number of holmium. If the atomic number of holmium is 69 and that's why you posted it, I will ban you. Holmium atomic number 67. Okay, this is even worse. And a cap of second 64? Yes, there's 4 of those. There's the wing cap, just like in Mario 64, because it's goated. There's the ice cap, which is like a Mario Galaxy, except you can't shoot ice. And there is the bomb cap, which lets you throw bombs. And there is the cloud cap, which lets you spawn clouds. The coin that I showed is not something that appears in secret levels. It is something that appears wherever I want. Or what do you mean by these coins? Each side level is exactly 1 star. No exceptions. Okay, we can note this down now. Transmit part 5 is a plus. Well, it's not imported yet. Metal cap or vanish? No, we don't put those. Because they suck. Creepy rare coins? Yes, they're full on PPR, I think. I'm not sure actually. Oh. I programmed it so that if you collect a coin, it sets a bit in the EP file, and then the next time you see it, it just spawns a small coin. But there was a big PBR coin right here. That's gonna be so funny. Like, people will find one of those secret coins in a place, and they'll collect it, and then save the game, and they'll tell their friends, look, I found a secret coin, and they go there again. And this. Get trolled. Someone clip this, and when people play this game 3 years down the road, just send them the video of me going get trolled. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, time to program the koi. So the koi will swim randomly to a bunch of different points here. They will generate positions around those points, and they will try to follow each other. And if you have saved the kois, then if you're near the middle island, or if you swim near them, they will go in a circle. I think that's the idea. Let's wait. Coin color generator. We don't need the coin color generator anymore, but I still would like to preserve it. Skipper's never fully released. I can imagine a star we have to run through a bunch of grades in a row as possible to reach a star. Yes, but aren't there better ways to do a race star like that? Like Koopa the Quick. You missing the stream of our out? We programmed the little gates, and now we're programming the koi fish. Simple random spots sometimes. Generated line form spots. We need to koi fairly frequently. They aren't swimming right now. Plus line of sight. Line of sight should always be important here. Scuba the Quick in some levels. We have the Three Musketeers of Speed, which are like racing Koopas with cappies, and they're dude bros, chilling on a beach. And we have one janitor Koopa who dreams of being a Koopa racer, but no Koopa the Quick. And something more. Right. Mario is on Middle Island, and the koi have been saved. Currently swimming in a circle. And if the crab is on the loose, try to stay away. Crab. Okay, that's actually a fairly complicated behavior here. Not looking forward to this whole crab ordeal. In fact, it's so annoying that it makes me double guess the crab thing. Oh no. Maybe there's something else you do to help the fish.
We're
See.
streamer up in here.
We're streamering it up in here. Thank you for the bits, for the money, Kakidev. Was that Kakidev? I think it was. Look at Kakidev. Right, so the original plan was a crab appears eventually. And it starts biting at the fishes. And you just ground pound it, and that would give you a star. That seems like a way too simple way to get a star, actually.
Luigi?
If you do 100 circles around the star, where the blue level is, you can play as Luigi afterwards. Oh, fuck. I did it again. This is why I always put decals on a separate layer, usually. Kinda fixed it. What sounds annoying to... Oh.
Why won't you make your own MIPC compiler that
Life, I
outputs
think
super
your
optimized
message got
assemblies? Are you
deleted by
scared?
Twitch
I
automatically.
should put up GCC Halloween and decorations and then you'll be scared. I know that much.
I wouldn't be scared of GCC. GCC is my good friend, though. Then is she stuck in a fishing net? No, that would imply that Yoshi's for fishing, and I don't like that. Maybe we can simplify the crab a little bit. I also want the crab to be more than just ground pounded once. I think that would be lame. If it's a full star, there needs to be a little more than just ground pounded once.
Can you add Fallout dialogue with the Yoshis and they can hate you?
No. I mean, yes, I can, but I'm not gonna. Okay, definitely we go with the crab. Let's just say we go with the crab. The crab eventually just comes up the river. Eventually you'll just randomly get here, and you see the big crab here, trying to catch the fish. And the fish swim away from the crab. And maybe the crab is like in the middle here. So you would have to jump on the crab. You do a ground pound on it. The crab hates that. And then maybe the crab starts chasing you. And you have to fight it somehow. How would we best fight a crab? Roshi sushi for the Yoshis? Sounds good.
Why are the fish dead?
They didn't make them alive yet. The numbers 4, don't worry about it. They mean nothing. Escape the level after ground pounding the crab once? Nah, that'd be way too easy. But I also don't want the crab to run around everywhere.
Kaze is still doing debug prints and physics updates, ha ha ha.
Yes. Where else would you do that? The crab would have to stay in the water. And I don't think it should go beyond the bridge after you ground pound it once. It probably needs like a distance attack. Oh, but a fight feels so unfitting here in the village now. That we don't have the Kamek fight. We could do something silly like you stand here and it hurts his shears on the rocks. Hello Nintendo for Life. But that is way too counterintuitive and no one would ever think to do that. So we're not doing that. The physics interpolation never showed a broken Mario. If anything, that was the graph threads reading temporary data, and that doesn't happen anymore. At least that hasn't happened for a long time. Red skims at the coin, a net, and some old guy Yoshi pizza you to save the sacred fish, and they show you the way. That could kind of work if like all the fish were just randomly gone eventually. and you saw someone fishing over there. What if you saw the crab fishing over here and it had to fish in the net? And then the fight happens over here. That would make it a lot easier. There's gonna be a little darker or different shadings like this in the later games that I just mentioned. I think these numbers were taken directly from Mario 64. Somehow. Luigi might be temporary, he might be permanent. We have yet to see. But there's a good chance he's permanent. We're just not really sure yet whether it's like you unlock him at the end or whether there's a full-on multiplayer. What would be the most evil thing is if there is a multiplayer, but you have to unlock it by beating the game once. Oh my god, I hate when games do that. I think that generally would make the game worse for many people. They would be like, I hate this. It might, Jordan, we'll see. Alright, I think if we have the crab fight, it should be here. The question is, what is the crab fight gonna be? It's like a 3D model of these guys, but really big. Or it could be a gang of crabs. If it's a gang of crabs, do you just beat all the crabs? What if they just have the fish cornered? And you ground pound the crab and it just kind of falls apart. And retracts into its shell like a turtle. Would crabs do that? Would they retract into their shell like a turtle? So the fish are in the middle, the crabs are around, the ground pound one, it retracts into its shell, Maybe you have to ground pound them all within a time limit to get them all into their shells. And then, that's a decent star, I think. Maybe after you ground pound the first one, they disperse and try to attack you. That should work. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. Alright, let me add that to the behavior here. Hermit crabs? Wait, hermit crabs? No, it wouldn't be hermit crabs, it would be evil crabs. I'm not remembering all the crabs. Exactly. If you take too long, they go back out of the shell like a Koopa.
Can you replace Luigi's voice with some guy on Fiverr doing a shitty impression of Jim Hanks, Woody?
That's what we might have to do. I think normal crabs should also be able to retreat into their shells. How many pack likes would a pirate crab have? That's a good question. Maybe it should have all of them be packs. Maybe it's because you just more them to death, Kaki Dev. Have you thought about that? Maybe it's your breath. Could easily pull Luigi from other games. There aren't really any N64 era games with a good Luigi voice. Especially not enough to make a Mario 64 voice cover. There's a very good chance we would have like a voice actor try to remake the Mario Kart 64 voice, I think. Or maybe one of the Mario parties. Is it the same? Mario Party is like, Yahoo! And Mario Kart is like, fire! You know what I mean? Like the Mario Kart one is way deeper, right? Am I crazy? I have not run the game on a handheld device, no. I don't know if tennis or golf have any decent voices either. Probably a good amount of points. But I thought is it right? Bigger Claw is a saber that's tied on with a rope as a prosthetic. I like the idea of a saber claw, but I'm not sure if he should be holding a sword, just because that would make hitboxes a bit more complicated. Is the MP3 Mario Party 3 voice is deeper too? Oh, okay. You know what? We can just use a star flag for that. Listen, would you darken this green a tad? The green in the party game is pretty solid. A little neon at the moment. I'm not gonna microwrite just Luigi's model until we have his full purpose defined. It would be inefficient time-wise, potentially. I love cheap Chinese phones. They are often just way too good, like way more good than would be reasonable. Wait. I can just... Who dares message me? I do. To incomplete type const trajectory, aka short int. What the fuck? Oh, it's not x turned with size. That's so dumb. Okay, well, I guess. This is why I thought I had to do it. I see. There we go. Does this make sense? If you demote it low with 1, you only get 0, right? And if you do it with 2, you get 0, 1. So... we need to actually... do this. This. Right, now with 0 points we get 1, with 2 points we get 2. Yeah, when your maximum income is taking so long, I just think I should come only take 6 months. Either they want to clean it up a lot, or they don't care that much about the project. But I can assure you that Wise Guy and Dario are working on a lot of stuff. I do think they are attempting to clean it up a lot. I think they almost wanted to... Actually, I don't know how much I can say, but I'm fairly confident that it's like a good project. Oh, we already defined these before. I see. Fuck it, let's reuse those. Wait, we should do something different. Do this plus 4. And then, instead of following fish, reject if this fish is already following us. They released the Mario 64 Mario Kart 64 Recon recently. That's surprising. Make millions selling improved version of Mario in China. That is enticing. Glory to the CCP, I've always said it. Just use part of one. Made an icon version. The game runs fine on the icon player right now. Jinjo, or however their name is, helped me make sure that works. It works with the same ROM too. It just builds a ROM that works on NTSC and China. If it's not byte matching, then you can't guarantee it works the same, so you should care about byte matching. We need like a fish array here. How do we best implement this? We need an array of fish for all 5 fish, so that they can find the first fish that's not themselves. Something like this. And then, how do we populate this array at best? Could do it on level begin, we could do it with the texture anims thing. I'm a bit worried that this runs before texture anims runs, which actually is not really a big worry. We could go by object list order, which is a little slower, but should be fine. Okay, let's do that. Byte matching is hard. Not byte matching might be harder. I think intelligence just doesn't work very well at all. I don't know what to do about it. Should be fine. Wait, control is end of non-void function. I guess fail will be so charitable and return 0. Just crash. Search. No fish found. There we go. I think other people have gotten intelligence to work. It's just I had it working and then it broke, and then I had it working and then it broke, and then I had it working and then it broke, and then I gave up. Actually, we need to check line of sight on every frame here. Unless we only do this once. You know what? Let's only do this once, just to make my life a little easier. We'll do this. Actually, fuck this. It doesn't even save any instructions. Eh. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Giving up on LSP? What's that? Fancy acronym that means intelligence? Okay, time for the line of sight check. I've done this before. I should have the exact code somewhere. We definitely do that for this, so let's just do that. Does this even work? Aren't we supposed to provide a direction? Am I crazy? This is supposed to provide a direction. But it's not doing that. This code doesn't work. We've been doing LSD lately. Okay. Is it good? Annoying. But again, this is technically more optimist anyway, so I don't care that I have to do this. good to have a hobby. True. Okay, first check. Does it instantly crash when we enter the level? Or freeze, rather? No. Good. Okay. Mm. Do the fish have the flag? Nope. The crab will need it too. Might as well put them on now. We should back these up. No. It should be this. That's what we'll do. List and slowdown cutoff. Action equals 3. We go to 0 here. Actually, now that I think about it, I want this to be bigger. And now that I think about this, I also Randomize the ball position a little for infinite possibilities. Okay, we have that, and then opacity equals randomly 16%, maybe like 50. No base. And then it timer over. This is what we'll do. 11K stream? Yes, correct. 3517 is an issue. Oops. We should now have fish that swim around relatively smoothly, somewhat chase each other, and go all over the place. It'd be pretty crazy if it just worked first try. They aren't doing shit. Wait, are they doing shit? They are doing shit. Just very, very slowly. We got fish. They don't look smooth at all. Why are they so slow? Because we didn't set the physics. This should already do a lot. Now, one thing I don't like about this is that the velocity is static. I think that should also be randomized. Oh, velocity. Oh, velocity. Are they supposed to be floating on top of the water? Did I put them all on top? Oops. I can fix that real quick. Now they're in the water. Raw data, what? Oh. So is it randomized over time or just on spawn? Every time they start swimming, the velocity is randomized. It looks semi-okay. They are exploring, which is good. But that all is coins eat my herons. Yep, that's why I have a net over my pond. Those herons will empty your pond in like a day. That guy is stuck. He got himself stuck somehow. That sucks. Two? Wait, two died? Sorry, what did I miss? And the side one in the back. Oh! Shit. Okay, that would be a problem. Let's see this again. I made them a lot faster now. They look so unelegant. Oh, yeah, one got stuck there. I'm really not a fan of how non-elegant they look. They should turn, like, in a smoother way. Try something like this. And yeah, them getting stuck is a big problem. Why do they get stuck? And turns turn you blind if you're aggressively funding them for no reason. I don't know. Is this a reference to something? The undulate. What is undulating? They need to wiggle? Yes. They need animations. They're not animated. This is correct. Let's see, do I have given them the bones to do like a fishy movement? I think they're goldfish. Okay, yeah, they don't have the bones to actually look very elegant here, which is a bit of a problem. Zero, two. Animating fish is more involved than you would think, and most games get it wrong. Huh. I don't know, given that I have fish, I feel like there shouldn't be too many problems with this. Although Zaina's the one animating, but I feel like she's seen fish enough. Oops, I ruined their patterns. Easy fix though, don't worry. Okay, I think one way we can make them look more elegant is if we do some stuff to the angle well jaw here. And that is angle diff equals angle SL equals I think with something like this we can fake it well enough. G current object undefined. Huh? What have I done? Oh. Dana's sound redesign looks pretty good so far. Enemies went from fierce looking fish to bumbling derby arms with nothing about their elegance, just because we'll point them tips. I guess. But they have nice butterfly thingies. Yeah, perfect fish, nice. This is exactly what we wanted. Ooh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, ee, ah. 0x98f? I didn't even know you could do that. That's a typo. They're still doing ooh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, ee, ah, ee. Okay. Maybe something wrong here. This is a signed product, right? Yes. Is this just too small of a factor? We're not dividing by too high enough of a number? 16 feels like a lot already. Oh. Fucking duh. Why did no one tell me I was using min and max wrong? You know what I never understood? Why people say PEMDAS. What the fuck? PEMDAS? Why is it 6 letters? You just do multiplications before additions. Like what? How's that 6 letters? School? It's even worse because of how brain-rotted people are about it. I've seen viral math problem. 1099 minus 1 plus 2, what is it? And people are like, oh, you have to do the plus first, so actually you subtract 3 from 1999 and you get 1996. Bro, what? You know what I mean? Yeah, divided by 64 is way too much. No, it has to be by 4. 5. We can divide by 32. I'm late, why is Luigi here? Because it's Halloween. Whenever someone says Koi, I imagine Wario saying it. Hey, we get a little bit of it. Nice, nice. We have a little bit of the swaying motion. So we are almost where we want to be. We just need to optimize the numbers a little bit. Awesome. Okay, now it's too much. Ooh, this is a delicate balance. Holy, I didn't expect that. Are the koi feedable? No. Okay, let's see what this fish does when he turns around. He turns too far, and then he goes back. Nice, that's exactly what we wanted. There's still the mystery of why do they get stuck sometimes. They feel a little slow to me too. Oh my god. Ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ee, ah. This is a problem. I need to put a limit to this. Will there be fishing games? No. We're just making kois for the sake of it. The kois still feel way too slow to me. Maybe we should do like a 50 max speed limit. It's from them turning around a lot, I think. And they just happen to get too much spinning velocity. That guy has too much spin again. Yeah, like he's trying to reach a goal that's somewhere around here. But every time he turns around, he just turns too far. And now he turned the right amount. That's what happened here, I'm pretty sure. This guy too. What's a good way of solving this? I guess I can crank this number just a little bit further down until it just disappears. He's just having fun. He's not having a good time, bro. He's losing it. This looks a little better. Never mind. Never mind. Two spun out. This is so stupid. It's because they start turning just fast enough to over-rotate 180 degrees. So, yeah. What? They're still doing it? Okay, it has to be something angle related at this point. Maybe it's this shit again. I should make a function for this. Yep, exactly. That's what I just put in the fix for Event Vidmaker. They still like to get stuck there in that one spot. And he got stuck there too. Now there's two stuck here. Get stuck as soon as they touch a thing there. They have a wall hitbox radius. So I feel like that wouldn't be an issue. Because there are only areas that aren't just like a circle. I'm not sure what that means. The entire area is like half a circle, basically. Oh, actually, what might be happening is they generate a goal that's like here, and they can never reach it. Let's put in a protection against that too. And they're sitting inside a circular area. I don't understand still. But the fact that I don't understand that is a very good hint that that's not it. Hello? Are we still live? Okay. I wonder if these internet issues is because of the hurricane we're in right now. Or maybe this is just Twitch's fault. Let me think, what does this mean? 6 every 6 divided by 16. 4096 divided by 30. 136 seconds. That's quite a bit. Let's do 6. Right now they're too erratic for my taste. Just kind of feels like random. That's kind of nice. The fish are active, and they're kind of like chasing each other. Let's make sure they still like leave behind and stuff. We might have made them too erratic. I think they should chill a little more. They just cluster on the center. Yeah. It's probably because... Yeah, that guy. He's trying. Yeah. I think we made this number too high. Try this. And maybe this should be bigger too. Like 350 instead. There is a real effect here going on with the emulator not being able to do our random function correctly. So there is a chance that that's also a big reason why it's not working very well. Or very randomly. In which case, like, if it's the emulator, then, like, it is what it is, honestly. Let's see what values the emulator here is generating. This should be evenly distributed between 0 and 360. What we're printing now. Of course, orange. That would be the next step, along with animations. Okay, never mind, the emulator does seem to be generating some randomish values. Good. I think a fish that chases another fish should be faster than that fish. Many people are gonna stand where the full pond is in view just to see if they have any bugs. You're going to? Hello, Saul. I will not do that. Unless you will be my lawyer and change your name to Better Call Saul. Okay. We have this, we have that. What are we missing? The swimming depth. Why, if we do this? I feel like this could look interesting. What about? The hurricane made me low res? No! I don't want to be low res. I see. Ugh. That was the emulator lagging. Ah! That looks like the... Oh my god, that guy's way below the surface. What is he doing? That would do it. Flying fish, yep. Still feel something's wrong with the amount of time they spent not being at their goal. Feels like they spend way too much time just running around. And I don't like that. I want them to chill more. Yeah, now they're chilling more. That is kind of nice. Dang, everyone coming in, you're telling me my Luigi's too green. You're like the 5th person. I think I'm happy with the fish now. They just need some animations, and then they're very pretty. I wonder if maybe I should make them swim away from Mario. Let's add a mechanic where they swim away. Okay, we don't want that. Alright, here's our to-do list. To do, before saving them, make them swim away when Mario gets close. To do, make sure they cannot clip through floors into land. And I think that's about it. Alright, I think I'm happy with the progress for today, which means I will be seeing you guys in the next stream, which is planned to be tomorrow. Happy Halloween. I have been your host, Link. I don't know if you noticed, I'm Link for today. I never really made a big deal of it. So until then, bye bye.